so weird because I was just sitting there and I have this whole talk planned, and then Spirit just said, get out this text and look at the direct declaration of principles, and I kept trying to not do that and just go, no, I'm going back to my original idea. And it said, no, that's what you're going to do. I don't know. So I'm just going to go with it. I don't have my glasses on, but I think that the reason that is happening to me right now is because I am awake. And I'm kind of like, when I came to this philosophy, science, whatever you want to call it, religion, I like dug deep into it. And I was told some things by my mentor and my teacher about what my true identity was, which is God, Spirit. That's who I am. But I didn't learn that in the classroom. I did learn it in the classroom because I took Science of Mind 100 at least 4 times that I can think of. But I learned it by applying it to life. And it doesn't matter what happens, it still can be applied. So and it's not a matter of blaming yourself for something or saying, where was my consciousness or what is that? But if we're ever evolving and we're ever growing and we're in this, this energy of evolution, of spiritual evolution, then it would have to be that everything that shows up is in our favor. Everything that shows up is guiding us to where we have to go deeper. So this weekend, I don't know when it was, we had an encounter that was very disturbing. And it was really disturbing because it kind of came out of nowhere, and it was violent. It wasn't a hitting disturbance, but it was it was violent in a verbal way. And so, that's right, Quanta, okay. So, it struck us for a while, why did this happen, and blah, 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 the stuff you go through. Hi, honey. Okay, you can sit by me. She feels my energy. And then, and that's okay. And then I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I was like, okay, you go to the place of blame, oh, what did I do? Am I, a bad person? Did I attract this? Blah, blah, blah. Then I realized that this has been coming up a lot, this kind of thing. And I realized that it's teaching me to not react, to not strike back, to take care of myself and be in integrity and all of that, but to not respond in a way that is very natural for us to do when we feel attacked. We feel like we should just, respond. And that doesn't mean that we don't deny our feelings. It just means that in that moment, the best thing for us to do is to take a deep breath, remember who we are, and if we can't in that moment, just take a deep breath and walk away, right? And that's what I did. And then after it was over, then I started thinking about it, and that's what came to me. And I think it's really true, because I think that for me, this is a time in our evolution where we're learning to love ourselves in a very deep way and to be a reflection of that love to the people that we encounter in every way, so that we can be that for them too. And so if we can't be it for ourselves, we can't be it for them. And so after it was all said and done, I was able to be compassionate. I was able to send light and love to that person, not to want them back in my life, but to just say, it's okay, it's safe, that's what it's coming from. So I just wanted to share that with you, and how important this teaching is to me, because these are the kind of things that it helps me with. It gives me that discipline that I need to live life in the 3D and be a 5D person and in a 3D world. And so I am going to, I don't know what Quanta's doing. She's cleaning herself. We'll see if she wants to stay with me. She's been, she's just a kitten. She's been in this like attack mode. So it's like, anyway, I thought I would just share these principles with you because this is why we have this center. This is what we believe. You don't have to believe it, but you come here and there must be something that you resonate to. But these are the principles, and they're in the front of my science of mind. I don't know if they're in all the sciences of mind, but they are available. So just so you have an idea what you're really getting into here, okay? So the first one is really powerful, and these were written by Ernest Holmes, as far as I know. Right, Diane? Yeah. We believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existing cause. This one manifests itself in and through all of creation, but it is not absorbed by its creation. It is the manifest universe, is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. So it was what I was saying at the beginning. There's this power. It's indestructible. It can do anything. It's God, whatever that is to you. Some people that might be someone, a person, a man, or whatever. To me, it's the power that created everything and is moving everything and living and breathing through everything, and is who is breathing and living through us. We were here at the beginning. We were here as energy, and we couldn't, God can't know itself if it doesn't have manifestation. Trees and an ocean and us. And so it's powerful. And that's how powerful we are. So that's the first principle. I mean, that one you could just take into life and just think about it, contemplate it, meditate on it, see if you believe it. So, and the second one is we believe in the individualization of the Spirit in us, and that all people are individualizations of the one Spirit, which is what I said before, right? We're all one. We are all coming from that same energy, so we are one. We are one. We might be in different levels of one, but we're all one. We believe in We believe in the eternality and immortality and continuity of the individual soul forever and ever expanding. So, okay, so we're not finite. We're not just living in this 3D world. We're living in many dimensions at the same time. We are eternal. And quantum science is just starting to teach us over the last few decades what that means to be an interdimensional being, to be eternal, to be experiencing all this stuff at once. That's hard for me, right now, to wrap my mind around. I'm working on that one, but when I know that I'm eternal, what else do I need to know? That would be something that I would want to wake up to, so that I was never, ever afraid to die, never afraid to lose someone, never afraid of anything, because I would never be lost. So that's one of our principles. And then we believe that heaven is within us, and that we experience it to the degree that we become conscious of it. Well, even Jesus said that. Heaven is within us. It's not someplace we're going to go to. It's right here, right now. And I know all of us, some of us have experienced hell and heaven right where we are. I know I have. If we're waiting for it somewhere else, we're never going to get there. We got to experience it now, here. And that's what this evolution, I think, is about us finding that heaven within us, finding that peace that Melissa sang about, no matter what, within us. So, yeah, I like that. I like that I don't have to take a journey or wait for something, that it's actually here. And I can experience hell, or I can experience heaven, just by that. Okay. We believe the ultimate goal of life is complete freedom from all discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all. That could be misquoted, like, oh, life is just going to be like one peaceful ride down the river, and nothing's going to ever happen to us, and we're going to just, be floating. Oh, yes, life is just wonderful. No, that's not what it means to me. What it means to me, that there won't be discord, means that I'm going to learn, like that situation I had a couple of days ago, I'm going to learn not to take that in with me and create a bigger drama from it. That freedom from all discord means that we're at peace with ourselves, and so that we can face anything at that peace within ourselves. That's what it means to me. Could mean something different to you, but I'm the one up here right now. Okay. We believe in the unity of all life, and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. We believe that God is personal to all who feel its indwelling presence. Well, that's just a repetition of saying that, okay, it's right here. It's an indwelling presence, and it's real to us just as we feel it, as we know it. We can only know it for ourselves. We can only know God as we know God. It can't know can't know somebody else's God. We can only know that power, that divine presence, right from our own mind, because it is our own mind and it's moving through our own mind. Okay. Am I getting too deep? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can. I know. I'm going to go deeper. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We believe in the direct revelation of truth through our intuitive and spiritual nature, and that anyone may be a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God. Okay, so that means like, I'm telling you this stuff right now, but you got to figure it out for yourself. I'm telling you my truth, but it doesn't have to be your truth. You're all can have that, whatever that is to you, that truth. So I happen to have a job right now preaching here, but I mean, there'll come a time when people like me I think are not going to be needed anymore, because we'll be just doing our own thing. But right now, we kind of need a little help to get in touch with that. But that is one of the things where I will like not go toward something if I feel like it's taking that away from me. Bless you. That I feel like it's taking that away from me, that idea that I am an intuitor of truth through my soul, through my connection with God. That's mine. I don't get to give that over to somebody else. That's what it means to me. Okay, like I said, you can figure it out for yourself. Okay, we believe in the... Oh no, I already read that one. We believe that the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God, and that we are surrounded by the creative mind, which receives the direct impress of our thought and acts upon it. Okay, so this is what we're talking about, the law that we talk about all the time. So it's receiving the impress of our thought at every single moment. It's receiving it. Whatever's prevalent in our thought is what it's taking and making manifest. But it's not separate from us. It's right here. It's in us. It's our vibratory rate. It's our energy. It's what we're vibrating at is what we're demonstrating. And the more we can lift our consciousness to a higher place and feel that unity, then things change and shift, and that's what happens. But none of it's bad. We're just all living as God at different experiences, whatever they are. What if, like, there's no such thing as evil, or no such thing as an illness or whatever, in that it's bad or good? It's just like our soul's journey. It's our soul's journey. And so, yeah, it makes sense to me. Okay. We believe in the healing of the sick through the power of this mind. So it's not through our mind, it's through the law. We believe in the healing of the sick. When we speak our word into the field, when we speak our word of healing from pure love, that's what healing is, it's pure love, then that's what's doing the work. We're not doing the work. It's like, we're not doing the work. It's God moving through us that's doing the work. It's the law that's doing the work. So that's the best thing when you're doing a treatment or a prayer. If you can let it go, that's why release is one of our steps. If we can let it go to the law and let the law bring it to us in the way that is best, it will do it. I've seen it happen over and over and over and over, and it's never what we expect it to be, because that universal intelligence knows a lot more than our finite mind can know when we're trying to figure it out. And I see, like, a lot of times when we are like trying to fix things in the concrete conditional world, it's a very slow process, and sometimes it doesn't even work. If we can hand it over and surrender, then that's what we're doing. We're surrendering it to that mind. We believe in the control of conditions through the power of this mind. Same thing. We believe, and then to finally say, we believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. That life is good. Life is not meant to be a suffering life. Life is good. The power is good. The way we use it is that's the part that gets off the track. There's only one thing happening, one power, it's good. And we get to, because we have freedom of choice, and that's the gift that we have, we get to choose it. We're not like robots. We get to choose our lives. We get to decide how we want to live our lives. We get to be what we want to be, but we have to believe it, and we have to live it, and we have to let that power come through us. We believe in our own soul, our own spirit, and our own destiny, for we understand that the life of all is God. Ernest Holmes, you know, he was a great guy. and there were a lot of great spiritual teachers, you know, beginning with Jesus and before that were telling us the same thing, that the energy, the life is love. That's what it is. The healing of the sick comes through love, not condemnation. It's love. That's the pure power of what we have to work with. So I'm just grateful for this teaching, and I know as I look forward to this new year, I want to just even delve deeper into it. I don't want more experiences like the one I had this week, but if I have to have them in order to go deeper, I guess. But like one of the things that Ernest Holmes did say was the world will come to know that it's learned all it can through suffering. And I totally think that's where we're going. That when we get it, that we don't have to suffer to grow. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, what would it be like to grow through joy? Well, we felt it. Kyle probably feels it when he's doing his music. I know I feel it when I'm writing or when I'm singing too, like that joy that you feel, that spirit moving through you. So I think that's where we're headed, and that we don't have to like keep suffering and keep, you know, but it's got to come from in here, right? So, wasn't what I intended, but that's what came through me today. So I hope there was something for you in it. And I totally, thank you. And Happy New Year. We're going. It's happening, guys. All right.